Well, that was Christine Illsley. I've been tracking this case for years. That woman should have never lost her 6-year-old boy. They had to drug him down. He was like a dope. They had him so drugged down, they're destroying his kidneys and his liver. That little red-headed boy you saw in that shot. They're not using this money to help families heal or to fix minor problems. Tell them, Kathleen. Tell them where the money's going.
Oh, well, I'm just looking here at the federal grant money, and California is off the charts. Almost $1.6 billion came in from the federal government for the Safe and Families Act. That is way reduced. It's like 10%. 90% of the federal funds are used to take the children away from their parents.
To take them away. 90% to take them away. Almost nothing to try to help families heal.
Right, and they had $212 million in social services block grants. So that's the reason why. And they also get docked. They get an extension of funds, and then they have to get so many children in the system, especially over 9 years old. They get extra bonuses for that. But if they don't, then the following year, they get docked 1, 2, and 3, a point system. It's very interesting to learn about how this agency, it's a very, very profitable business for them.
Hold that thought, Kathleen. What do you think of this, Charlie?
It's as rotten as the driver's license situation. The only reason they haven't everybody have a driver's license is money.
Yeah, it's money.
It's money.
We're going to go to another clip of Christine Illsley. Her parental rights. This is what I want to explain to you before we go to this. I just did this interview like 3 days ago. Right after I was allowed to stay in the court where she finally was granted a right to a trial to get her kid back, that same day, about 2 months ago, they sent out state health workers to arrest Christine. State health workers, 8 or 9 of them. And they need to have their butts sued because they didn't have a warrant in their hand. They just came and grabbed her, put her in jail because, according to my source, the guardian had lied them. The one who was wearing the flimsy blouse and the flimsy skirt the day I was in court. She looks like a tramp. She put in the fix, and that's why she was smirking in court. Anyway, she was arrested that day, and when May 2nd came up, she couldn't get to a trial, much less prepare for it, because they had her arrested on some BS charge about the aid to disabled, because she's disabled. And they wanted an $80,000 bond. Finally, they got whittled down to $12,000 bond. Finally, they let her out on her own recognizance. And when they dragged her in, they told her to keep her head down. Your parental rights have been terminated. End of case. What kind of trial is that? She had no time to prepare. They didn't present any witnesses. She didn't get to present any. Here's the interview. Christine just got out of the hotel run by the county jailers called the what, Christine?
Linwood Detention Correctional Center, I guess. No, it's Linwood.
Women's?
Yeah. Oh no, they have men there down below. I've been down below. No, it's Linwood's.
So the women are on top and the men are down below.
So yeah, Linwood Detention Center facility.
And did you enjoy your stay there? Did they bring you breakfast in bed every day and take you out on shopping trips?
Oh no, I had plenty of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches though.
Ah. Christine, I started taping your case. What year was that?
Let's see, September 30th, 2005 is when they kidnapped my son.
And I started interviewing you, what, was it December of 05?
December 05, yes, not shortly after.
Right about then. Back then, you were hoping you would get your son back pretty soon.
Oh, yes. They said as long as I did the unification services, I'd get my son back.
And did you attempt to do those unification services?
Oh, I completed those services.
And did you get your son back?
No.
Have they terminated your parental rights?
Yeah, matter of fact, May 1st, they terminated my parental rights. On March 13th, when I went to court at Edelman's, I finally got the right. The referee judge there told me that I had the right to can bring some evidence in against the allegations I was saying about my son being raped in the system and them taking him without a warrant and all the perjury and fraud that was committed on my case. And 2 hours later, I was kidnapped by state health services and brought to Linwood. And I got beaten there.
They put you in a room with a kind of heavy-set woman. Describe that woman to me.
Oh, the time when I was beaten?
Yeah, in the courthouse.
I was waiting for my so-called arraignment, and it was packed. This place was packed with a bunch of crackheads and gang members, and this big Samoan woman. I was sitting on the ground just minding my own business, and she came up to me and just started punching me and kicking me, and then all of a sudden there was about 2 or 3 of them surrounding me, just beating me, and because I was white.
Was this a way of saying hello?
Oh yeah, well they didn't like my color of my skin. It was the wrong color. I didn't belong there.
Yeah, I don't think you did belong there. I had been in the courtroom with a commissioner, I think it was.
Correct.
Her name was
Judy, was that what Judy?
Judy something.
Fritz or something like that?
Judy Frickus, I think was her name. And county counsel and the guardian ad litem objected to me being in the courtroom, which I thought was interesting because they had 2 or 3 CPS supervisors right in front of me, which they didn't need to have in that courtroom. They didn't testify, they didn't say anything, but they wanted me out because you were going to, for the first time, get on the record what?
That they kidnapped my son. They took him without a warrant. My son was molested in their system. That CPS drugged him to cover it up. That my son's a pretender attorney allowed this to happen.
And your son was still drugged when they sent him off to Montana, and I was there videotaping that.
Yes, he was on 2 different kind of drugs, high dosage psychotics, medicine that were not appropriate for a child. They're still drugging him.